Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? And yeah, bro, Friday. Obviously, we moved it back because of that game yesterday that was meant to be a banger, but it wasn't a banger, bruv. TEKZINHO, what you telling me? I think you're muted still.
What? Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yeah. Big up, man. Big up, man. And just there, man, bro. I'm so unprepared. I'm so sorry, guys. Bro, sorry, firstly, to you. Sorry, chat. But listen, we're here, bro. We made it at the end of the day. And yeah, bro, that game was dead. That game was dead. However, bro, I expected, innit? It was a friendly at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's that's the God's honest truth, bro. Right now, I want to see what England's cooking with. I want to see what England's cooking
What England? What are England playing now?
Apparently, yeah. Literally, I'm even seeing in the chat they're saying
But I
something
didn't
about
even know.
Bro, you're not keeping tabs. We saying no
I
Bellingham
don't
more.
give a toss about England, bro. Like I've been telling people, yeah, like all of England's so-called star men, yeah, are off form, bruv. To the
Yeah,
point where England don't stand a chance of doing anything, anywhere, anytime soon, blood.
I think everyone probably barring Harry Kane.
That's what I'm saying. Cole
You know what I
Palmer,
mean?
rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Foden, rubbish.
Yep.
Saka,
Yep.
rubbish.
Yep.
Like everyone's just been rubbish, bro. Rubbish or not playing or out of form or anything. Like them and all look dead, bro.
Yep.
So who's
Who's
doing anything for England? Bellingham's posting YouTube clips of like having surgery and them things there, bro. Like I had to tell YouTube, don't recommend that channel to me. It just popped up on my feed yesterday. Like these men are cooked.
I know I do have to do that sometimes, bro. Honestly, even to a couple people who I'm following, man. But listen, bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck here. In terms of with England's team, I don't think we are threatening at all, and I don't see any like, for example, with our front line. Obviously, we do have Harry Kane there, but then who's the backup striker to Harry Kane? Well, Ollie Watkins again.
Brother.
Is that the best thing that's out there? Do you know what I mean? In France, have got all of these options. I mean, Spain probably don't have an out and out striker. But again, man, the fluidity throughout the whole team, the Maverick in Lamine Yamal, all of these teams have absolute ballers and ballers who could change the game like that. I mean, you still got the back end towards the season for these players to wake up, innit? Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's the only thing that these men are kind of relying upon, but bruv, they gotta find that form, you know. They gotta find that form, bruv, because I can't be going out to watch no England games just for a bit of a laugh, bro. You get what I'm saying? I want to see them actually do something, bro. You know what I mean? Worst case scenario, God forbid, Jamaica don't obviously, make it to the World Cup. Big up Jamaica, by the way.
They're not good. I think they got to play Congo. We're not beating Congo.
Yeah, I know, man. It's difficult, bro. And that game yesterday, I watched the highlights, bro. It's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. The end product is shocking. I mean, they had some good moments. Don't get it twisted, but I mean that it's just the end product, bro. The end product is absolutely woeful, bro. Like, the ball's
Trust
going
me,
behind
bro.
the bar.
It's the fucking Versace Derby, blood. You know them way there, blood. Them man there, the Yardies and the Congolese with their loud ass clothes, blood. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Vibes versus Coffee Olamide, or whatever his name is, bro. You get me?
No idea.
Yeah, man. Rice and peas versus fufu.
Yeah, it's a mad thing. So it's gonna be interesting, bro. I can't lie, but I can't lie, bro. End product has always been man's problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica, blood. Man just want to run nutmegs, bro. And this is the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you have to put the ball in the goal, cuz.
No facts.
And this is just what it is. So I can't lie, man, are gonna get smoked, probably. Do you know what I mean? So it just is what it is, man.
No, of course.
This is what it is. Big up the chat. Do you know what I'm saying? All the news breaking out, breaking for Manchester United is all positive news. I'm not used to this kind of environment around the football club. Like, it's been toxic for a long time. And now, man, I'm just hearing good news after good news after good news and all them things there, bro. And it's like, we're not getting linked with scrubs no more. We're getting linked with 30 players.
Yeah.
And their man are now briefing that, obviously, which should be common sense anyway, but they're saying Michael Carrick is leading a leading contender to keep the job just based on the fact that the names to replace him, there aren't really any outstanding candidates. And that tells me that Enrique is not available, which is what I've been telling you. I don't think he's leaving. And if he doesn't leave, for me, De Zerbi's not an upgrade on Carrick. Nagelsmann ain't an upgrade. Tuchel sucks, bro. On paper, he's an upgrade, but football's not played on paper. I keep people all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Football's not played on paper. So on paper, he's an upgrade. But the reality is, because of the cultural differences and because of how rigid he is with the way he plays football and all these other things, it's not necessarily an upgrade.
Yeah. No, I hear you, bro. I think in terms of with management, you guys know my opinion, man. You know my opinion. I'm more than happy with Michael Carrick and happy to see what he can do with better tools and better equipment, especially in the middle of the park. I think in the middle of the park, bro, what we've been missing is a spine, you know. United haven't found the spine ever since, obviously, Fergie's left, and that's the God's honest truth. And we're talking about from keeper to centre half, from middle of the park right up to the striker. We haven't had a strong core. I think if we find a strong core this summer, and even if that is with starting off with Tonali's or whatever, I understand the midfield conversations that we're having, bro. But as I mentioned on Mandem Talk, bro, like, I'm actually satisfied with all the options, because worst case scenario, we settle for Adam Wharton. Worst case scenario, we settle for Carlos Baleba. Worst case scenario, we settle for Sandro Tonali.
Bro, and them men are saying it's a Tonali and a Baleba thing, bro. This is the wickedest thing. They're saying Baleba is, aside from the other names we're being linked with, like that got wrapped up last year.
And bro, this is what I'm hearing, though. This is music to my ears. I'm loving that. And it looks like we're being more stringent in terms of our strategies. We're going for a player, we're putting it out there, and clearly we're trying to make it attractive, innit? And I think right now, in terms of how the script has flipped, in terms of Newcastle's probably been finishing in the Champions League for the last, was it 2 or 3 seasons? But consecutively, we haven't. So it's flipped now.
I think 2 of the last 3 seasons, Newcastle been in the champs.
All right, cool. So now Tonali would love to come to United. Best case scenario, the biggest club in England, bro, arguably in the world, isn't it? So it's like, it's a massive step up for him. And I think for Newcastle, it's a good deal as well, because I've done some due diligence on the deal. He was signed for, I think it was 50 million plus 5 add-on, which is a total of 55 million for Newcastle. If he was to come to United for about, 70 million max, so we're saying maybe 60 mil plus 10 packages, maybe another Champions League finish or whatever it is, that is a win-win for every single party. Tonali is satisfied, we're satisfied, and Newcastle are satisfied because they made their profit. So this is good business. I think this is
also good their FFP thing is so booky that they kind of need that.
So that, again, in our favor, it just works in our favor. So you've almost got to hand that over, bro. Do you know what I mean? We're just, I think in terms of the club now, in terms of even how we can lead negotiations in transfers is pretty different, isn't it? Now it's probably about who we get with Tonali. I think if the links are that strong with Tonali, and that's our priority this summer, it's about who partners Tonali. Bro, again, I'm happy with anyone, you know, even Elliot Anderson, any one of them, bro.
I think it's Baleba still.
Them, I'm happy with Baleba though, you know, and I think if we get him back to where he was last season, where I think he was just oozing last season, to be fair, man. I think everything he done, or everything in terms of with Brighton, he kind of orbited around him, innit? Like just receiving the ball, driving up the pitch, long shots, punch passes through the middle, the way he receives it on the turn. So I think he's a very good footballer, fundamentally. The IQ's there, he's strong. especially for a small man. I heard even yesterday that aerial duels, he wins them. So, and he's not even the tallest. So that just shows, obviously.
Yeah, but he's just mad agile, though.
Yeah. And bro, he likes to get up in it. So that's another thing that's good. And helps probably someone like a Kobe Mainoo. Bro, I'll be happy to see like more of a free next season, man. Maybe it is time for Bruno to go. I mean, Bruno's probably leaving on a high, which would be good for him, but also the club as well in terms of the most money we can get out of him, because next season, obviously, the value will drop. So it's like this season, all right, cool. Can we go and get someone maybe where, as I said, 2 to 3 midfielders where it's more of a flat three in terms of 2-8s.
That's what I think it will be. That's what I think it will be.
Yeah. Bro, it's just more control. I think it's more control, but even relentless attacks, man, because you have 2 to 3 people who could drive with the football in it. And I think that's what is a massive detriment.
I think the PSG rotating midfield and rotating attack is, bro, it's the way forward, blood. I can't lie, bro. The way the modern game's going, it's more about profiles than actual players now. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like when you look at the number 9s in the game, you have to be an all-rounder now. And really, like even the likes of Erling, Erling can never score enough goals for me personally to pick him, bro, because he doesn't give enough when he's not scoring. And for me, I just don't care who scores the goals, bro. Like I'm not one of those coaches. I don't give a shit who scores, bro. And the problem is, people are like, oh, I need a 30 goal a season striker. I don't need a 30 goal a season striker. I need a team that scores X amount of goals a season, bro. I don't care who scores them, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I would much rather that my attack shares the goals rather than one guy scoring the goals. Because guess what? If one guy's scoring the goals, I know who I've got to stop playing now. That's it. You're too easy to stop if you got one guy that scores goals. You're too easy to deal with, bro. If you know that a team relies on their number 9 to score goals and they like to put the ball into the number 9 to score, you can either mark him out the game or you can cut his supply line off. One or the other.
Bro, I think those
stop a team that's got multiple goal scorers.
Yeah, but exactly, bro. And those strikers nowadays are anomalies, man. Those strikers to find who just bang goals, man. Those are like the superstars now. If you think.
So why are you looking for these strikers if they're so rare? Because apart from Erling and Harry Kane, what other strikers are scoring 30 goals a season?
Nah, bro. Exactly, bro. You get what I'm saying? But
I
hear your point, man. I hear your point. And these little like simple statements are factors to why I'll keep strikers like Joshua Xerxy, man.
I agree.
Think how many times has he come on and changed the game, man? I just think he's so tidy. Everything he does with the ball is just like in terms of manipulation, and he looks like he doesn't even move with the ball, bro. He genuinely just glides in it. Like it's different. The skill, the technical ability, the fact that he can use both feet, that's also underrated in his game. So bro, players like that, man, you just keep around the squad, man, because he's clearly not fussed if he doesn't start or if he does, innit? And he's one of those type of players. If he was to go through some rich form, then he could probably stay in the squad and maybe challenge Cesco's, man. But he's not one where you're like, oh yeah, throw him out. Again, we need to throw out the dead ballers, bro. The dead wood, no Diddy, man. You need to throw out.
But again, like Manchester United had a luxury of Rooney, Tevez, Berbatov, and these guys in the same squad. You know what I mean? And we're sitting here saying, should we get rid of a player of that quality to bring in who? I haven't heard anyone give me any sort of good opinions on who we should bring in if he leaves. I certainly don't believe that we need another striker, because getting rid of him and going for another striker is stupid, because one, all the names you're going to mention are not better than him. And two, it's like there's no point going and bringing in another profile like Cesco's, because even Cesco's profile has been proven to not work for us from the start. So, do you know what I mean? Cesco is proven a very, very good impact player. But from the start, Cesco ain't had one good game in a Man United shirt for either manager. Not for Carrick, not for Amorim, bro. When he starts games, he's not impacting the game, bro. His link-up play is not bad. But the positions that he picks up here don't really suit the way we play football, innit? It just doesn't, innit? Like, he's not getting involved in the way that you would want someone like that to get involved for how we play. If we're going to progress the ball centrally, because strikers like him, you don't want them in a central progression team. You want them in a team that gets the ball out to the wings and puts the ball in the box, because that's his bread and butter. When you're progressing the ball centrally, you need a pivot up front. You need someone that you can go directly into if you want to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you need someone that can play with the back to goal and either bounce it off for someone else first time or hold it and wait for people to join. He does neither. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he would more suit a team like Arsenal that get the ball out to the wingers, or even a Chelsea under Maresca that get the ball out to the wingers. We don't get the ball out to the wingers. That's not how we play. So if we're going to play through the middle of the pitch, you need someone that can receive the ball and help us play off him. And he's not that guy from the start. And when you look at the goals he does score off the bench, look at them. How many of them goals are playing the ball into his feet and him laying it off and turning? Nah, bro. Putting in the mixer, bro. Early crosses, all these other things. And they're not even necessarily crosses from the winger. You're seeing crosses from the midfield. Deep crosses. So it's just one of them things where when you look at the way that we actually play, it's like, for the majority, if we want to play, if we're playing what I would say our first choice football is playing through the middle. You get Lissandro on the ball, get Kobe on the ball.
He's trying to start Mbeumo through the middle, though. He's trying to start Mbeumo through the middle, and that's an issue.
But he's still a false nine.
Yeah, but I want to see Xerxy start there, you know.
But this is the point. Xerxy is a false nine and Mbeumo is a false nine. But the difference is one of them's a good one and one of them's not good. Like, Brian's playing only for his pressing. And he does press well and he does defend well. When we don't have the ball, he gets all the way back. Like, he defends like a midfielder. Like, he gets back. Like, he'll be in our box defending. So off the ball, I can't fault him. But on the ball, he doesn't give us enough of an outlet often enough.
Yeah, facts.
So yeah, it's a weird one. And yeah, I believe Cesco can also run the channels, but again. Yeah,
but there's a difference between someone like a striker, especially like Cesco, who can do it and then does do it, innit? I think it's just like...
Yeah, he's not Nicholas Jackson. Like, Jackson will run both channels and run through the middle.
Because he's a workhorse, though. That's the difference. But also he's got that IQ, yeah. But the feet just don't work with the brain. It's as simple as that with someone like Nicholas Jackson. I feel like Cesco, he's not got that bite. As I said, innit, it's just that bite. Because I feel like he's got it. It's there, but he's not showing it. But he's shown it now in so many different moments, innit? In terms of, if you look at the goals, the West Ham goal, just beating his man to the near post, the volley, the type of finish, the last minute goal against Fulham, the turn, the swivel, finish. Bro, these are great finishes. The header against Palace, he wanting it there. But it's in terms, like, different phases. We're talking about phases just before the final ball. I think he can spin off and curve his run and do things like that because he's quick. But that also stretches the opposition centre halves. He needs to do more things like that because he's that physical specimen. Bro, man's quick for a lanky guy, you know? Like,
yeah, but he's only quick running from deep because he needs 10 yards to pick up speed. That's why you saw the goal against was it West Ham or Everton? Yeah. Because he needs the good 10 yards just to open his stride. And this is again why you need different profiles of players. You need different horses for different courses, because when you need a player that's going to help us progress the ball, because we're playing against stubborn teams, then you want a Josh. And then when you've got more space to play through, then you want a Benji. And this is why, I don't think going and getting another out-and-out number 9, is a good idea. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a good idea. We've already got Cesco. What's the point? When you look at York, Cole, Sheringham, and Solskjaer, they were 4 completely different strikers, bro. Like, none of them were the same, bro. Do you know what I mean? Teddy Sheringham used to drop deep and play make. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one of them ones where Coley used to run the channels. He could run in behind. Dwight York kind of done a bit of both. Do you know what I mean? And Solskjaer was a fucking poacher, like. Do you know what I'm saying? So they were all different strikers, and we had 4 of them. So why would you have 2 centre forwards of the same profile? It makes no sense, bro, because we've seen, that the Cesco profile doesn't always work for us, especially from the start. It don't always work because when he starts, we do get overran, bro.
Yeah.
And it's because we've got him and Bruno doesn't really contribute defensively, he leaves gaps. And then Cesco doesn't really contribute. So now we're defending with 9 men, bro.
Yeah. But do you think realistically a player like Bruno does go in the summer? I don't think so,
No. I think we got 1 more year of Bruno, and I'm okay with that because I genuinely believe that if Carrick gets his midfield reinforcements, or should I say when he does, because he will, I believe Bruno, we won't be seeing Bruno finishing every game like we're seeing now. We'll also see him get moved around. Sometimes you'll see him on the wing. Do you know what I'm saying? Because Carrick's first stint, he played Bruno in the false 9. He played him on the wing. He didn't always play him in the midfield. He moved him around, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I could see a world where if we get 2 or 3 midfielders, there'll be games where he does get taken off. Right now, we can't take him off because then you're putting a Ugarte on.
Yeah,
or you're putting a Mason Mount who hasn't even been available. So I think that you'll see him getting moved around a lot more. You'll see him getting moved around a lot more if there's more options. Do you know what I mean? So as much as Bruno is frustrating from a defensive standpoint, I think if Carrick's got more options, then we see a little bit more flexibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I think in terms of flexibilities, that's what we need, bro. We need flexibility and, bro, 2 squads, if anything. Because it's gonna change, man. Like the variety of games, like, bro, I'm seeing teams play basically 3 games a week, man. Like nearly 3 games a week, bro. It's insane. If we're playing up to like between 60 to 70 games a season, obviously due to like international games, etc., off the back of a World Cup summer as well, you need to compact the squad, bro. Do you know what I mean? But it's the fullbacks as well. That's really important, man. The fullbacks. What are you saying about MLS, bro?
I bring Reed Boy. You know them ones there.
Yeah. How much would you sign him for?
For 30, 35? I reckon that's how much it'll cost.
That's a steal, you know.
Yeah, I think it costs like 30, 35 million, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He's a young player. He's not being used. He's got a relationship with, obviously, him and Aiden Heaven are boys. Like, I think 35 million is the most we'll pay for him. You know what I mean? I think he's cheap, bro. You know what I mean? He's not a full England international like that. Like, there's nothing about him that makes him expensive. So I just think that he's a cheap player, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think he's gonna be 30, 35 million, bro. Like, and it's just one of them things where I think it's a common sense signing, bro. I think a player of his experience at such a young age, he's played Champions League football and he's not phased. I've always said it. Like, I even said to Deluded, like, even though like he's not the best defensively, I like his temperament. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't give a fuck, bro. You know the ones there. Like, when he was giving it to Erling, I was loving it because it's like you don't have imposter syndrome. You know the ones. I hate when I see players like Garnacho running up to CR7 saying, "Oh, can I do your celebration?" and wear man's boxer shorts. Like, those things are weird. Like, Miles Lewis Skelly was talking to Erling like they're on the same level. Bearing in mind, Erling's played Champions League for Dortmund, Champions League for City, won all these golden boots. And he's talking to him like, yo, listen, we're on the same pitch. You're not better than me. And I love that attitude. Do you know what I mean? Like, I see Mason Greenwood do that to CR7. He's like, I ain't passing you the ball. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You know what I mean? I thought I could score, so I shot the ball. What are you telling me? Like, it's that, bro. I love that attitude from young players. I love it.
Yeah. Bad boy attitude, bro. Bad boy attitude. That's what you need, man. And he's got a level head, as I said, man. He's got a level head. And I think one thing about what we do to Arsenal is we take your treasure, blood. Like, let your rivals do that again and again and again. And we're going to do it again and again in the future. Bro, bring me Max Dowman, blood. Do you understand? Bring me Max Dowman, man.
You know what's crazy about the Max Dowman thing, yeah, is like Arsenal are not allowed to have anything nice. So, like Ashley Cole, yeah, is probably the best player that their academy's produced, yeah, and he left. You know that one. If Max Dowman actually is the truth, someone will take him from Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And if he's not the truth, and he ends up to just be a flash in the pan, then he'll be Saka. Do you know what I mean? So either way, man get to laugh at them. I'll be real, because it's not like he's gonna play for Arsenal and win bare trebles and bare trophies. He's not like. So either way, he's not winning trophies there. So it doesn't really matter, innit? But I just don't. It's just not gonna go there. You know them. It's not gonna go there.
But I think their current squad, I think people are coming for their crown jewels at the moment, bruv. Like we're talking about your Salibas, you know, maybe Real Madrid. You get me? So like there's even little things like that. We're not even begging for your players, you know. Like, bro, exactly. Take your chains, bro. Debo. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, it's and listen, win the league. Just win the league this season, because if anyhow Manchester United win the league within the next 2 to 3 years, that's still very shameful on the Arsenal, bro. That's still very shameful on the Arsenal, because the last time you won the league, obviously before now, what we're talking about 2003, 04, the Invincibles. Liverpool, it's the same thing. You haven't won the league for what, 30 years? So it's like us.
I think I was in college when they won the league, bro.
Bro, the 21st title will be massive for Manchester United, bro. But it will be a statement, fam. You'll see. You get it.
I was in college. I was in school, blood. One of the other. You know the ones there, but that's how long ago. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
I might even have been in school, blood, because that was Nokia 3310 days, blood. So I think I was in school, blood.
Was that nursery?
No. I think I was in school, bro.
Yeah, reception, bro. So
I'm crazy.
I'm that. I don't give a toss about ball, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I don't give a toss about ball, bro. Man, just want yogurts and them things there, man. You know what I mean?
No, it's crazy.
Look, I think in terms of us, again, just kind of going back to the fullback conversation. I think we need another right back as well as left back, bro. Because I don't know what this pursuit is with Dalo, man. He's still starting week in, week out with a fully fit Mazraoui, with a well rested from AFCON. Like, there's
but to be fair with Mazraoui came back, and then he was fasting, and then he did get a knock in one game when he was playing, and he went off. Remember, but Carrick has brought Maz on, bro. Carrick likes Maz. You know what I'm saying? You can see it because
he needs to start him for me, man.
He does, but the thing is with Dalo, Dalo's like Bruno. These man don't get injured. You know them ones, and this is what it is. Dalo used to get injured at the beginning. When we first signed Dalo, we had them calf problems, and so he sorted them now, and now him and Bruno don't get injured. And the problem with players like that is, they always end up getting picked because everyone else gets injured. You know them ones, so they become the ever presence just because they're always available, bro. And it's so jarring, bro, because if you're a player, you can't get... Most players can't get a run of games because they get injured, bro. Aiden Heaven got injured when he was having a run. Xerxy got injured when he was having a run. You know what I'm saying? Like every man like get injured when they're having a run. So it's kind of like, if you can always stay fit, you're laughing. Delit, fucking Lissandro, Mazraoui, they've all had injuries, bro. All of them. Like, it's crazy. Harry Maguire even has been injured. And in that time, Dalo had no injuries. In that time, all them men have been injured, bro. No injuries, bro. Dorgu's injured.
The funniest thing is, do you remember when Dalo first came to United? He was ridiculed with injuries.
But that's what it was. The calf, his calves. He kept his calves were just going like all the time. I don't know how I don't know what judge man's banging. I don't know if CR7 gave man some next fucking regimen or something, but this brain get injured no more.
Tight calves, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Some turtleneck calves, bro.
You don't get injured no more, bro. He was injury prone when we signed him. We thought injuries was gonna ruin his career. Now the guy won't leave.
Yeah. It's insane, isn't it? But this is why he can be a reinforcement. Like, if you don't get injured, be a reinforcement, bro. Let Maz start until something happens, and then just come off the bench, bro. Like, I'll rather that, man. I'm for me, yeah. I'm sick and tired of it's the small things, bro. It's the little things. Like, a man can't be overlapping and you're putting the ball out of play. Yeah, those little things. It's them simple things that are frustrating, man. Because you ruin momentum, you ruin the flow of the attack, and if you look at his profile, yeah, he doesn't bring anything else apart from an engine. And that's what annoys
me. But again, he's a very good athlete, bro. He's like 6'1", strong, decent pace, like, and he don't get injured. Do you know what I'm saying? So from a modern football standpoint, Dalo is like, he's your modern fullback. Do you know what I'm saying? He's tall, he's physical, like, he ticks all the boxes.
But when he bucks a bad boy, though, he gets moved to, bro.
Yeah, he's not serious. He's not serious.
Mazraoui's more of a tugs, bro. Like, he's much more gangster with it, bro. Like, he'll go into 50-50s. He won't back out type of thing. He puts his body in front of the ball type of thing. He's smart as well. Like, so you'll rather someone like that because he's reliable. I think he's reliable, especially in difficult areas, because nowadays, yeah, especially when you're getting pressed, a lot of fullbacks are put into like complex positions, bro. And it's like, how do you get out?
Yeah, because a lot of them invert now. Do you know what I mean? But Maz always plays like the Rents Jew, blood. You know them ones, he's Moroccan, bro. So it's one of them ones where you know what you're gonna get from Mazraoui, innit? Like, of course. Like, honestly, I rate him very, very highly. Reece James is the only right back in the league I rate above Mazraoui. The only one. You know what I'm saying? So
you don't like Gusto?
Gusto ain't better than Maz though. Gusto's is a too hot and cold, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, cool. He's an attacking fullback, but I can't lie. He's kind of scrubby, bro. Like, he's mad inconsistent with everything, with the final ball, with the decision making, everything like that. He's brave though. I'll give him that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But for me, Mazraoui on the ball, and bro, even seeing him play left back for Morocco as well, bro. He's reading of the game, his ball retention. Even his passing as well, bro. Like, against West Ham, that cameo when he came on, bro, man was just breaking lines for fun. So Maz is a very, very smart player, innit? So I rate him super, super high. Even Jed Spence I rate as well as a right back. I think Jed Spence is a good right back. If Tottenham got relegated, I would go and take him from there, probably. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that he can play right back and left back. I think he would be a sick acquisition. But for me, Livermento's sick as well, baller, but he costs too much money.
You think that's possible? You think Spurs could get relegated, bro?
No, I don't. But I was just saying, if they did, I would go get Jed Spence.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Because, bro, honestly, I don't. If that was to happen, I think that would be one of the biggest tragedies, bro. In recent,
I don't want to see it happen, bro. Not for my brother, and also, I just think for English football, like,
it's mad, bro.
I don't want to see them go down. Do you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. Just like I didn't want to see Sunderland go down. Like, that Tyne-Wear derby, is the best derby in the Premier League, bro. By far. So it's like the Premier League not having that derby, like, it loses something, innit? So for me, there's certain games. Like, I can't imagine the Premier League without a North London derby, bro. Like, I can't imagine it without a Manchester derby now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I can't imagine it without that Tyne-Wear derby as well. There's certain games that need to be on the fixture list.
When Sunderland went down, that one hurt, bro. Was that Zlatan's first season? Because I remember him scoring a specific goal where he kind of held off a man, one touch inside, and whipped it far bottom bins.
It might have been that season. They went down. The Merseyside derby, bro. Imagine a Premier League without a Merseyside derby. That's dead, like.
Yeah, it's dead, man. Bro, I remember those times, man. It's sad to see certain teams go down. I remember when fucking West Ham went down, bro. Even when West Ham went down and they came back up with, is it Kevin Nolan?
Yeah, West Ham.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was there, innit?
In recent time, yeah, bro. And he was in Championship and he bagged in the Championship, came up to the Prem and done pretty well. And I think he got an England call up as well.
He was a bad boy player, you know.
Yeah, he was decent, man. He just reminds me of them
player.
Ken ballers, man. You get me? Tucked in shirt, short, bro. Good low center of gravity, bro, because he could shift with the ball. But he had the fundamentals in it, like the touch, the finish. Some things were classy as well. You know them man that always have a sick chest first touch, bro.
Yeah,
their chests are the way they caress it, the body posture. Bro, they're top footballers, man. But
yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
You know what's mad? Comparing them to like strikers nowadays who are the scrubs and all of that. Like you look at Igor, Thiago, and that they're much better. Than
because these men are just athletes. This is what I'm saying. Back in the day, you had to be a footballer to make it, bro. Man was looking at you, and you had to have the Velcro touch. You had to have these things. It wasn't enough just being big, bro. Like it wasn't enough. You had to be able to manipulate the football because everyone could do it. It wasn't special then. Like it wasn't special. Like you used to get your geniuses like your Letiziers and stuff like that. But away from those genius level footballers, even your standard Premier League footballer, like your Bobby Zamoras and that, them man have got them Velcro touches. You ping the ball, Bobby Zamora's catching it on the chest, boom, and just pinning guys. You know what I'm saying? Them strikers, all of them. Like even when you look at the lumps, like fucking like the Ricardo Fullers and all these man there, bro. Them man all could hold the ball up. Kenwin Jones and that big IC3 strikers, bro.
Brother, he scored one of the most underrated goals I have ever seen in my life, bro. The little Bergkamp-esque of the one
all
foot,
these
bro.
big strikers had a touch, bro. The Heskys, the Carews, all these man. If you played the ball into them, it was Velcro. And now you're seeing the Ego Thiagos and the Barrys and all these. You know what I'm saying? Scatty IC3s with no touch, bro. Like
Barry. He's one of the worst.
Brian Brobby's and that.
Beto's worse though, bro. Bro, even you see the way he runs pisses me off, bro. Honestly, bro, I want to get angry. See he looks like he's arguing with the laws of motion, bro.
Arguing with everything, bro.
Bro, I hate it, bro.
I'm just having a row, cuz you know them way there, just a real proper Barney, bro. Like, you see them ballers there? Nah, I can't stand them, bro. Everything just looks aggressive for no reason. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. Like, the man are just uncomfortable, so everything looks mad.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. Like, even the way they wear their kit, it doesn't suit them.
Everything's mad.
Don't kick ball, bro. But
the man are kicking ball, their socks are falling down and that. You know them ones there. Man's tape sliding off and that. Them man are just, hey, bro. Them man are just, they're wrong, bro.
And they wear the longest shin pads, you know.
Bro,
see, them man are wearing cricket shin pads and that. You know what I'm saying? They're wearing cricket shin pads with the ankle guards at the bottom, bro.
Bro, they got that, bro. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Attached
the
together,
loose Velcro and that.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's mad, bro. Them ballers are so scud, bro. I swear down. You could say, bro, I could tell by the way a man wears his kit if he can kick ball on. Like straight away. Like even before kickoff, man, see the way man's shirt's tucked in and that. Man's got one sleeve up, one sleeve down and that. You know what I'm saying? You know them shit ballers, bro. You can tell them man are uncomfortable. They got one short leg riding up, one sock down and that. Them man are just having a torrid time out there. You know what's there? Like, man, them that play football on their own terms, yeah, they look like they ain't played.
Do you know, bro? The worst one, is the way they lace their boots. So you know when it's very loose from the ankles, bro. You're seeing the fold right in the middle of the boot. It's got a line, bro. It's got its own hair.
Yeah.
Like, yo, brother, I hate them man there. Get rid of him. Get rid.
Yeah, bro. Bro, they don't care about finesse. They don't care about touch, bro. Nah. Yeah, them man don't care.
It's disgraceful, bro. Running flat-footed is, bro. It's just straight legs as well, like stick legs. It's awful, fam. You get me? And that's why I don't like Beto. Beto does the Bellingham run, but it's worse because his arms doing fully clicked extendo. You get what? It's insanity, bro. I don't like it.
It's nasty, bro.
I don't like it, bro. It hurts my eyes, man. I think it was the Chelsea game. Just before he came off, he done like a nice diagonal 40-yard sprint across the pitch, and I said, whoa, yeah, get this guy off the pitch, bro. Honestly, bro, I can't believe I just seen that, bro. Like, I'd rather watch the last Athleticism, fam. Real talk, bro.
Them guys absolutely stink. This is what I'm saying. So for me, see, when I look at Man United, it's like, I just don't think striker's an issue for us. Whether we keep or sell Xerxy, striker's not an issue. We don't need one. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we absolutely don't need one. I think that Brian can do a job centrally. Cunha can do a job centrally. So we do not need a striker, bro. If we're going to get rid of a false nine, there's no point bringing in another one because there's not a better false nine out there than Xerxy. So there's no point. And then it's like, if you're going to go and bring in someone like, let's say a Mateta or something like that, it's like, he shouldn't be an understudy for a Benjamin Cesco, because for me, he holds up the ball better than Cesco. So it's like, if you end up getting him on a free, he would end up starting, and then Cesco's on the bench. To me, it's like, if Cesco's going to be the main striker, then just don't buy one.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I think we've got enough depth and fluidity. We got 3 to 4 strikers because Cunha can play there. In the system, he can play there. Bro, Bearman can play there.
In Carrick's system, Cunha is probably a central player. We only saw him play centrally for the previous manager. The only reason why Carrick is playing Brian centrally is because he wants to play Ahmad. That's why. Because they're 2 left footers. Because remember, in Ruben Amorim's system, they both played because we had a left winger and a left wing back.
Yeah.
But now, because you can't play 2 left wingers, 2 right wingers, so now you need to play one of them centrally. Or drop one.
I hear it still. I hear it. That's facts. I think, what do you think of João Pedro quickly?
As in what?
Baller.
I think he's all right.
In a year or 2.
I like him. Do you know what I mean? I don't like him for Man United. No, I don't think he's better than Cunha, bro. I don't want João Pedro. Like, I think he's good.
You don't think he's better than Cunha?
I don't.
In the false 9?
I don't. I don't.
Oh,
I think if we play, if we play Cunha, in the false 9, the way we're supposed to play him, he's not better than him. I just think that we haven't used Cunha properly, bro. Like, João Pedro is a weird one because I like his finishing, bro. You know them as the little dinks and that. I like those. Cute, I like a dink finish. You know them little cute finishes.
He's clean.
But it's like he's just so hot and cold, man. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He's so hot and cold. And when he's cold, you know the difference between him and Cunha and what I like about Cunha,
That cameo pissed me off, bro.
I use rubbish. But you know what I like about Cunha, Even when Cunha's cold, man can do a scatty Luis Suarez cutting like stanchion thing.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
brother,
bro.
He makes these carpet pitches look like they're old school Hackney marshes.
Mad.
It's how do you make a ball bubble up by itself?
This is what I like about Cunha, bro. Like, Cunha can be shit for 80 minutes. And you know, in the 81st minute, man is just gonna flick the ball around the corner, spin around, top bins. Like, he just does it like for no, bro. Like, he doesn't suffer with. He's not a purple patch player. He's not a confidence player. Man just plays football, blood. Like, that's
he's the superhero thing. He's just a maverick, innit? Like, he's just someone you just pick up the ball and I want to run. I want to do something. See, players like that, you need because it always keeps the position on their toes, innit?
And also in football's a game of momentum. He's the kind of guy that against the momentum, he can do something. You know, there's only certain players. João Pedro's the kind of player, he only plays well when his team plays well. You know them, man. You know when they're creating chances for him and they're doing stuff.
Everything he does is different, though. He's clean, as you said. Even his finishing.
No, but it is clean,
bro.
It is clean, but for me, it's like
when I
watch him play,
crease,
there's too many times. One thing I can say about Cunha, One thing I can say about Cunha and what I like about him is, you see, because of his work rate and stuff, he doesn't really let the game bypass him. Like, you'll see Cunha at left back doing left back shifts, like even the ball that he played to Brian for Cesco's goal and that. Cunha's doing dog work at left back, cuts in, pings a diag and that. Like, Cunha don't let the game go. He's got that Rooney about him. You know them ones. You know when the game's not going for you, Rooney will go looking for the ball and start doing that aggressive thing. You know what I mean? And I like players like that. I used to get onto Sancho because he didn't do that. Sancho will just let a game bypass him, bro. Like, man's got all this talent in the world. You know, them man at the end of the game be like, oh, yeah, like, I wasn't getting the ball and that. It's like, bro, go get it.
I think, but those players, I think they grow up different, innit? You could tell they grow up different. I think Jadon Sancho, he's grown up probably always being
the main guy that everyone passed to. Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? I think with Cunha, it's like, bro, man, he went to the goalkeeper to go.
Yeah, but him and João Pedro are both Brazilian, but one of them looks like they're starving, and the other one looks like, you get me,
bro? What?
It's different.
Nah, bro.
Cunha plays like he's starving, bro, all the time.
The thing is, like, the way, like, Pedro's so clean, like, the way the ball comes into, the way he traps it, bro, he evaporates centre halves. It's the way he does it, the way he turns, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? The centre half's gone out the picture. Do you get what I'm saying? It's sometimes you need that as well. Sometimes you need that as well. And I mean, Xerxy has that.
Yeah, but Xerxy's added the physicality to his game, which is what I like. He's got more
goals.
You know what I'm
saying? Pedro's got more goals, though, man. He has goals to it.
He has, but the thing is with João Pedro, I would love to see a player like Josh get the minutes, because I'm not a believer that he's not a goal scorer. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that at all. Do you know what I mean? He's the kind of player that he doesn't prioritize goals. Do you know what I'm saying?
You do need games to score goals, innit?
Of course you do, but he doesn't prioritize goals. He's the kind of player that you can tell that he gets enjoyment out of playing football, innit? The goals aren't really, the goals aren't his priority, innit? But the thing is, when you see the way he strikes the ball, and the way he places the ball, if he played in a team consistently, he would score goals, bro. Like, I have no doubt, because his movement is good, his intelligence is good, and he just needs players on the same wavelength as him to score goals. That is it. I believe that he easily scores at least 15 Premier League goals if he starts consistently. Like, no problem. Like, no problem, because if you watch him play, he very rarely misses the target. And when he does miss the target, it's not by much. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's because they're clean footballers, though, isn't it? I think they take
when you see
care
him miss,
of
like, the header, he's missing the target by this much. Do you know what I mean? Or when he's finishing, like, the keeper's getting to the corner and saving it, like the top corner one the other day, and the saves, it's not like you're seeing man slapping it bare wide, and you know what I mean? You know, there's certain strikers, they're hitting the ball and that. Like, even the chance that fell to Brian from 2 yards out, man skying it, and that Xerxy just started putting that in, bro.
I hear it, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And people think that Brian's a good finisher, but man's putting the ball over the bar from 6 yards. So, so those are the same man that are going to tell you that Xerxy can't finish, which is crazy, because similar to Sancho don't miss the target. He just doesn't shoot. Yeah. But when you look at Sancho, like, brother, he works the goalkeeper when he does shoot. You don't really see him shoot and miss, because he only shoots when he believes he can score. He don't waste bullets. But unfortunately, to be a high-volume goal scorer, you have to waste bullets, bro. You have to shoot even when you don't think you can score, bro. You have to have that arrogance and self-centeredness about you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree not shooting is worse than missing the target. I don't agree.
I think Xerxy, I don't agree at all. He's got that about him, though, man. He's got that about him, because he knows he's got tech, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows he's got tech.
But the thing is, like, people say, oh, cool, like, if you don't shoot, it's worse than missing the target. No, it's not. Not always, because knowing when to shoot and when not to shoot is a skill, bruv. Because you know the amount of times when man have taken shots that they don't need to take, and then it gets blocked, and then your team are getting countered, and then you end up conceding, bro, because you should have just passed it, because the shot, like, bro, you're 2 yards away from a player and you're shooting into man's ankles, and then it's ricocheting off, and then you've lost the ball. Now everyone's running back. You concede, and it's like, why are you shooting for? You know the ones there, like, the bare man doing that shit, bro, like shooting and just turning the ball over.
Yeah, it's irrational, man. It's
it's foolishness, bro. So, like, not every day just shoot, blood. Like, just because you're close to the goal doesn't mean shooting makes sense. Sometimes shooting doesn't make sense, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? And a lot of players shoot when they're in situations that the likelihood that they're going to score is so low that it makes no sense. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where you have to weigh it up, bro. Like, a lot of the time, the best finishers, don't shoot as much because they're the smart players. That's just what it is.
I hear it.
Like, you look at the Salahs, you look at all these other guys, you look at how many shots they take. Do you know what I'm saying? You look at how many times they miss the target. you look at all of these things and you look at how many chances they miss, and it's like a 5-to-1 ratio. For every goal they score, they're missing 5 chances. And they're missing easy chances as well. I look at Cunha, bro. Man call him greedy. This bro shoots when he's got no right to shoot. Like, none whatsoever. With the wrong foot and everything. You know that was there, like. It's him, bro. Wrong foot. Like, brother, you're on your left foot. You're 25 yards out. In your head, you think you can score. You can't score, bro. Like, we can watch your last 50 goals. How many of them have you scored with your left foot from 25 yards? None. So what are you doing?
Do you know who pisses me off in terms of 2 left feet, bro? With all due respect, Anthony Elanga, bro, step to the stage. This guy does not know what foot to use at the right time.
So they're both
His
bad.
first touch against Barcelona, he received the ball on the right-hand side with his back foot, which was his right foot, bro, and decided to go proceed with an inside step dribble of his left foot. How does that make sense? Man ran out of play. What the flip, bro? Someone tell players like that. It deceives me how sometimes that I understand that they have ability, bro, but I see these men with these types of ability at step 5, step 3. I don't know how they make it, bro. It's because of this athleticism, bro.
But this is what I keep trying to say, bro. This is what I'm turning pro because of athleticism now, bro. This is what I'm saying. I think this is the easiest era to make it as a footballer, bro. If you're an exceptionally gifted athlete, you're literally 90% of the way there because they don't care about your footballing ability anymore.
Yeah.
They don't care about it. So now it's just athletes versus athletes, and the more superior athletes tend to be doing better. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it is, bro. So, and this is why it's kind of refreshing. You see, with someone like Elliot Anderson, Elliot Anderson's getting a lot of praise, just because, he's technically above the average that man are expecting to see from English players, and he's a good athlete too. You know them ones. Adam Wharton's not getting the gas that Anderson's getting because Anderson's a bit more physical than him. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, because Anderson's a good player for this era. Do you know what I mean? But he's not an absolute world beater. But in this era of football, he looks really, really, really good.
Bro, I hear it, bro. It's in terms of pace and power, like, I don't mind him, innit? Honestly, I don't mind him. And technically, he's much better than what I think I've seen more clips of him. But playing against him, I didn't really see anything where I was like, all right, then cool. Sandro Tonali doesn't offer. I feel like Tonali offers a bit more. I feel like Tonali's also got a goal in his game. It's a bit different, innit? And I feel like he's got that bite about him, bro. Do you know what I mean? We need that, bro. Especially replacing Casemiro. That's exactly what Casemiro has in terms of his presence, that bite, someone who loves the club. I think he'll show that, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's definitely an athleticism thing. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely that, bro. Because I like him, but it's like when you look at a player like Elliot, it's like, what? Who would he be like 10 years ago? Like, no one that would be getting linked with the top teams. You know what I'm saying? Just a very good player. Because I always hail him up. But you see someone like Jesse Lingard here, for instance, technically, he's a lot better than a lot of these men now. If Jesse was breaking through right now, with his skill set, do you know what I mean? They would be in love with him, bro, because he's got an engine, bro. Like, man's got like a fucking East African engine, and he's got mad tech in between the lines and that. Given goes for days and that. Bro, he runs like a fucking Ethiopian, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And he's got ball retention. He's got everything, bro. He's tenacious enough, like he put himself about. That loan at West Ham was one of the best fucking cameos that man's seen. Now that Brett turned, that Brett turned into Rivaldo, for like half the season at fucking West
honestly,
Ham.
There's so many people forget it. Another thing that pees me off with like United fans is if you are genuinely upset with your Pogbas, your Lingards, and all of these players, the Blackchester Uniteds of this world, genuinely, you don't need to even go and watch clips of them. Go and watch United's best moments post-Fergie and see how many of them are them. And it's not even just little scruffy, dirty bro.
Our best period, them man was involved.
It's all of them, Rants. We're talking about the best goals we've seen, the counter attacks, the 30 yards, the flicks, the dinkies, the whipsies, the lefty, everything in abundance, bro. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is what I mean. When you look at Morgan Gibbs-White, they were saying, Spurs were going to pay 60 million for him. Bro, listen, man can't chat to Jay Lings, bro.
Morgan Gibbs-White, no chance.
Can't chat to Jesse Lingard, bro.
Even forget the England spell in 2018.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I swear, what was it like? What tournament was that? Jay Lings was moving crazy.
2018, when we went to the final and lost to Croatia.
Yeah, moving crazy.
And the thing is, where people wanted to blame like someone like Lingard for not having creativity. Again, understand his game, man. I think he didn't have someone who helped him in terms of creativity. He couldn't bounce off any passes or anything like that with anyone, bro. The best player they brought on was like Loftus-Cheek to try and change the game. So it's just little things like that, bro. If we just go into your memory box, fam, as I said, if you hate on these players, right, go on moments between 2014 right up until your 2020s, 2021s, and the vast majority are them. We're talking about the most accolades we won post-Fergie. We're talking about the best moments, the best finishes in the Premier League. Obviously, Europe's been abysmal. But again, if we're talking about Europe, who scored in the Europa League final? It was Paul Pogba and Henrik Mkhitaryan, who were scapegoats, man.
And he got into team of the season, Pogba. That's it. He got into Europa team of the season, and I think Premier League team of the season or something as well.
Yeah, I remember definitely the interim season of Oli. He got into the Premier League team of the season with only 3 months of fully fit football, bro.
Yeah, he was the only he was the only Man United player there. I think he was the only non-City and Liverpool player in that team, I think.
Yeah, and he was the only midfielder to get double-figure assists and goals in the Premier League that year. But again, people don't want to account for these stats, man. But if his name was Bruno Fernandes, bro, these stats will be on banners, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? On flags, flying over stadiums and that, bro. Probably on Piers Morgan interviews next and that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a cult thing. But all right, cool. Before we move into our next segment, we are going to talk about the top 5 post-Fergie worst signings. And this one's controversial only because of the money against the signing and the players. And there's plenty of names, you know, because there's even a name that I've seen on there that really pissed me off. Someone who I was happy to sign. And bro, he's definitely going in my top 5. I don't know about my order right now because I haven't got an order. But the first name for me will be Morgan Schneiderlin, bro. Morgan Schneiderlin, bro. I was very upset when he came in, you know.
I was upset, but you know what it is? I wanted Schneiderlin, but one thing I would say to Schneiderlin's defense is I'm not sure if it was the system, and the manager. I'm not sure if it was just a bad fit. You know the one,
bro.
Because bro, he was the best midfielder in the league, the season before, statistically, and then we signed him, and then
bro, because I was in love with that Southampton team. Because that Southampton team had like Key, Jason Punchin, Jay Rodriguez before he got injured. It was a very good football team, bro. Adam Lallana, Lambert. So I was watching that team closely, and he stood out to me, Morgan Schneiderlin, and I think he got his France call-up from that previous season. But it was when he came to United, I think the mobility, everything dropped off. The way his body built, like he was more lean. The way he could move at Southampton was different. When he came to United, bro, I swear the transition was just dark. Every time he touched the ball, putting the ball out of play, he was weak. He didn't want to get into duels. Technically, obviously, he was decent, but he wasn't doing anything. You can be technically good, but when you're not efficient or you don't add anything to the squad, bro, honestly, he peed me off in it. So he's someone who I'm going to throw in there. I'm going to just say names and let me know if you'll throw them in there. Radamel Falcao.
I don't know. We didn't pay money for Falcao, did we?
Nah, he was alone.
Yeah, so I don't mind Radamel. Listen, Radamel for me, yeah, he didn't live up to the expectations, but
it was a £6 million loan, though.
I got so much respect for that, who he is, and I think he's one of the best number 9s of his era. Yeah, so the fact that we got him and he wasn't himself, he wasn't fit, and we didn't pay no big money. For me, I can't have him in there, bro. The 4 man on the screen, they're all in my top 5. Because they ain't giving me anything. You know the ones. At least Radamel Falcao gave me gas. You know when they were tracking his plane on Twitter and that? Man woke up at 2 a.m. to go piss, bruv. And then I saw on Twitter that Falcao was flying to Manchester, bro. I was like, what? You know, bro, that was one of the best sleeps I had, bro. You know the ones there. Mason Mount ain't giving me ain't nothing to sleep with a smile on my face for. Ugarte ain't giving me no sort of joy as a Man United fan. Onana ain't giving me nothing but heart palpitations. Do you know what I mean? And Rasmus Højlund ain't giving me nothing but stress, bro. You know them ones. Them 4 men ain't giving me no good times as Man United fans. None of them. So they're all in there. And then we're just looking for one more.
Yeah, nah, bro. Yeah.
We're just looking for one more. I can't even lie, bro. Like, this is the reality. We're looking for one more because what I see as bad signings is players that haven't contributed in any way. They haven't brought any happiness to my life. You know the ones. Even Dan James, yeah, like he contributed more than these players. And I didn't even rate Dan James, but Dan James didn't cost a lot of money.
That's fact.
He didn't cost a lot of money. Yeah. He's 17 million or something. So for 17 million, yeah, he did what he needed to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Rasmus Højlund, for what he cost was he was expensive. He was rubbish. Mount was expensive, rubbish, and injured. Ugarte was expensive and rubbish. Onana was expensive and rubbish. Do you know what I mean? Because Onana cost bread.
What about Alexis Sanchez?
You know what it is with Alexis? Alexis is only in there if you're thinking about expectation,
and he ruined our momentum.
And reality. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he did. Because Martial was balling out of control. And then Alexis came in, bench Martial. It was never the same again after. Martial was never the same after Alexis came in. Alexis had some good moments, but he never looked like the Alexis at Arsenal at any point. And he ruined our wage structure as well. You know what I'm saying? So Alexis Sanchez could be the 5th one. And in terms of expectation and reality, Alexis Sanchez could be the biggest flop here that we've ever seen at this club, bro. Because I don't think anyone's come with as much expectation as him and contributed 0 blood. Do you know what I mean? Like, cool, he had the good odd game, but people have the cheek to try and turn around and call Paul Pogba a flop when he won us 2 trophies in his first season.
Exactly.
You know the ones there, like it's crazy. When you look at Alexis was meant to do what Van Persie did.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? And he didn't. Do you know what I mean? So you could argue Alexis Sanchez is number 1. He's worse than Onana. He's worse than Ugarte. He's worse than Mount and Højlund because the expectation was there.
Yeah. That's a good shout still. I think Alexis. What do you think about Anthony?
I wouldn't put Anthony in there because I think there's reasons why Anthony didn't work. And also, I've seen Anthony go to Betis. I think there's
similar reasons to Sancho's, but
exactly. I've seen Anthony go somewhere else and cook. I've seen Sancho go back to Dortmund and get to a Champions League final. Do you know what I'm saying? Alexis Sanchez was never the same player again once he left. He was dead.
Yeah.
Anana's still fucking up right now. Mason Mount will go somewhere and do nothing. Ugarte will go somewhere and do nothing. Like,
but didn't Alexis go to Inter just to play devil's advocate and then obviously win the Scudetto for probably the first time in God knows how long?
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with him, though.
Yeah.
You know, it had nothing to do with him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest, when you look at these players, any player that leaves Man United and does well, same with Lukaku. I can't mention Lukaku because Lukaku left Man United and then continued to score goals. So as much as I didn't like him, like, man can't say that he was the problem. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I see someone mention Fellaini. Fellaini cannot be mentioned.
Bro, do you know how many match winners Fellaini scored for man, bro?
Yeah, they're definitely.
Fellaini, I actually liked Fellaini anyway, bro. Like, man's first touch was instant, bro. Like, you see when you diag that ball to Fellaini, bro, boom. Something about chest control, That Velcro chest control. bruv.
Who remembers when Pogba made this guy suffocate?
He volleyed the ball, bro. Boom, into man. The man just killed it. Boom.
Half volley.
Hey.
Bro, he was all falling back, bro. Did you get what it was insane?
Brother, he volleyed the thing. Top spin volley. Boom. And man just killed it. Boom. Off the chest. I said, yo, what?
Yeah, some galactic football.
Talking about. Man look like Zidane with the chest control, you know. Boom. Instant. Like, nah, bro. Man can't talk nice about Fellaini, you know. We didn't ever use them properly. Man United thought they were too... You were too bossy to use Fellaini properly. You know them ones. LVG is the only one that used him properly. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Fellaini was a second striker at Everton, and he was killing us, bro. Then you wanted to bring him in. Jose trying to use him in the 6 and that.
He was more lean. He was more lean. He was much more lean at Everton because he could move. He was much more mobile, bro. I see him even do like a couple Maradonas and that when he was at Everton. But when he came to United, I think again bulked up and became a bit more stocky. Type of
man needed to play Fellaini, off the striker in that Bruno Fernandes, fucking striker position. Because everyone's telling me Bruno's a playmaker. Bruno's a striker with no responsibility to score goals, blood. When you look at his heat map, this motherfucker's not a midfielder, bruv. You know the ones there. Like, I'm not having this conversation with man that don't know football. Because midfielders have defensive responsibilities. Do you know what I'm saying? He don't have any. So I'm not trying to hear nothing. The guy's heat map is ahead of the number 9, bro. The guy is a striker that don't score goals, bruv. That's the reality. That's why he gets bare assists, because he's a striker. He's a striker. He's got the defensive responsibilities of a centre forward, and he don't bag from open play, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the equivalent to... When Firmino was playing the false 9 and they were saying he don't really score that much. That's what Bruno's doing. Do you know? That's what Bruno's doing. He's just on set pieces.
Bro, he's just a free man, bro. He's just living the high life.
Brother, the guy's a striker, bro. He's playing as a striker, bro.
That's what he wants, man. Honestly, I'm at this point where it's calm, bro. He bullies referees. He does what he wants. He plays passes from anywhere. Like, he attempts the amount of... Bro, he can do whatever he wants at this point, bro, because nothing's gonna change, innit? That's my thing, bro. He just reminds me of them fresh yard, man. Like, you know, my uncles from overseas and that, they think they could come over to England and do whatever they want, bro, just free. They'll come over here, bro, and be thinking it's the same sort of weather. They're in their flip-flops, string vests, and thinking everything's all cool and flexing. That is Bruno every 90 minutes, whether if it's at Old Trafford or opposition. Like, it's...
Hey, bro, Di Maria, for me, he can't be on that list.
Di Maria was top, bro.
He was a top-class player. You see the goal he scored against Leicester, even though we lost the game, It's one of the best goals I've ever seen at Man United, bro. You see that dink, It
was just dark.
Bro, like, you know how the level of scoop you have to be to dink that on the run?
Yeah, the old
on the run, dink, and the way it just... Nah, bro, like... Cuz, Di Maria, bro. We saw those, we saw Rabonas, we saw everything. You can't tell me, that Di Maria, brother, for the season he was here, he brought joy to my life. This is what I'm saying. Like, it can't be a flop.
Yeah.
It can't be a flop because you actually came in as a world-class name and you gave us world-class moments, bro.
He did, but again, the price tag, especially at the time,
but for me, I don't care about the price tag because
bro.
He showed that he was worth that money. And then he went to PSG, he done the mad thing. Do you know what I'm saying? And he continued to do well. So we were the problem. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were definitely the problem.
We were the problem. So he can't be a flop. He can't be a flop because we were the problem. Do you get what I'm saying?
100.
Like, you're only a flop if you go to the club, you die, and then you go somewhere else and you're still dead. Like, you look at Garnacho, you can't blame us for Garnacho because he's shit at Chelsea as well.
Another uncomfortable conversation. Our guy, again, because I know if he's my guy, then he's your guy. Memphis Depay, bro.
See, again, Memphis wasn't expensive. Also, I think that the move was too early for him. And also, we weren't in a good position. We were the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Memphis left Man United and done well enough, bro. Like, he broke the fucking national team record. He might be their all-time top scorer still now. So
You see the same thing that you said about Sancho, though, yeah? That is the same thing with me in terms of there were so many games where I just wanted him to go and get that ball and rip
he was young, man. We got Memphis fresh out of the Dutch league.
Look what he was doing in the summer, bro.
I hear that,
in the World Cup, just before we got him.
But we got him fresh out of the Dutch league, yeah? And then we gave him the number 7 and put all the pressure on him to almost be the main guy at Man United. And you know, everyone give them man the 7 and want them to be CR7. And it's like, that wasn't Memphis's fault, blood. I'll be honest. And false 9 Memphis is the best Memphis, bro. Memphis ain't a winger, bro. He's got that Ghanaian build here. Like, man needed to be playing centrally because he holds up the ball well. Like, Memphis was never an out-and-out winger for me. So, because of that, like, I think Man United failed Memphis because we needed Memphis Depay long after, bro. Do you get me?
Yeah. All right, bro, put up that quote, please, from Dinos7. Text, what are you on today with the takes?
Hold on 1 second. Where's that, bro?
It's very recent.
What time?
Very recent. 9:42.
1 second, bro. I'm catching up, bro. 1 second. It hasn't come through yet, I don't think.
Hasn't it? All right, cool. No, I just wanted to talk on that point. No, I'm playing more devil's advocate and just asking the names, innit? Yeah, there we are. It's more uncomfortable conversations because these conversations still need to be had. Like with Memphis Depay, there was still no glory. I know it didn't work out for him, and he's a player that I like. That's exactly what I said, innit? But at the end of the day, it's like when Martial stepped in and Rashi came through the middle, all of a sudden they had more of a spark to their game. They wanted to do something. Every time Martial was on the pitch, bro, he wanted the ball. He would drop deep down the line, on the touchline, receive the ball, and start build up either through 1-2s or he's gunning 2-3 man. Do you know what I mean?
I just think Anthony Martial was further ahead in his development as a player than Memphis when we signed Memphis, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. We signed Martial. Martial had already played Champions League, done all these other things. We signed Memphis. Memphis was a bad boy at home, but he wasn't really you get me? Like a name on the European stage yet. You know what I'm saying? He was just potential. Martial was already a bad man when we signed him.
No, facts.
It's one of them ones. And David, you see this thing here? Spot on, bro. Shinji Kagawa is one of my favorite players at Man United. And
bad boy.
Fergie planned to use him like off Van Persie and sell Rooney. You know them ones there. And that, bro, that would have been crazy. I can't even lie, bro. Him and Henrik Mkhitaryan. When we signed Henrik Mkhitaryan, those are my kind of players. Them creative number 10s. You know what I'm saying? And again, Mkhitaryan didn't really work out either. And again, we didn't use him right. We bought him, and then Jose was using him as a fucking right winger, blood. And we signed him as one of the best number 10s in Europe at the time.
You see, Shinji, like, it's how I know me and you we're similar, bro. And it's like when I was having these conversations with the certain people back in those sort of times, we will always talk about these sorts of ballers. These are the times when Isco was also coming from Malaga to
crazy baller Isco.
James Rodriguez off the back of the World Cup as well.
That's when the 10s were really
the 10s
were 10ing, bro.
We're actual 10s, bro. Magic men, innit? What they would do, what they were meant to do. They were always an option. They were always available. They could receive the ball in any pocket. They all had ball retention, all press resistant. Like it's a thing where, like, I understand what people are saying in terms of stats and that, bro, and goals win you games, but it's about how, innit? It's about how, bro, and how players also complement the squad around them. And your Iscos and that, man, I'm telling you, the Ronaldos and the Casemiros, they will even tell you, bro, these sorts of ballers they benefited from and they loved playing with them, whether if it was even a training ground in little games, bro, because you could rely on them in any sort of situation, bro. And Shinji Kagawa, when we had that checkered kit, when Van Persie came true, brother,
bad boy kit.
This guy, bro, and he had the little orange silver F50s. This guy was a whole different technician for us. And as you said, Fergie wanted to build around him because sometimes he was playing off the left, sometimes he was playing in the 10, and he was cold, blood. He could even play off the right because he was both-footed. He was ambidextrous, bro.
That's what I'm saying. You see them low center of gravity, Southeast Asian ballers, players, bro. I swear down.
Yeah. Proper ballers still.
Like Shinji Kagawa, was like, he was like the epitome, the epitome of like a low socks baller, blood. That wasn't a low socks baller. You know them? Like, he was a proper low socks baller, bro. Like, that's what he was.
That's what he was missing. That's what he was missing, bro.
He's a low socks baller, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
who sold him again? Was it Louis Van Gaal?
Van Gaal, because it was him or Matter, and he chose one Matter. And it was one of them ones, because he was like, I don't need two of them. I don't need both of them. So he chose one Matter, innit? And fair enough, but I wanted Kagawa to stay. I would have got rid of one Matter. Like, and
bro, I would have kept Kagawa and Welbeck. He got rid of both of them, innit? And even Chicharito, I think.
Yeah. No, to be fair, Van Gaal got rid of who he needed to get rid of. You know what I mean? And if they had backed Van Gaal, the way that, because he wanted to get Thomas Muller and that, like, he was trying to get some real ballers. And if they backed him, like they should have backed him, bro, he would have won stuff at United. Obviously, he won an FA Cup, but he would have won a league.
Yeah.
Serious coach. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, you managed. Oh, whoa, Uruguay equalized against England. Huh?
I'm literally looking at the pen right now. Valverde is stepping up.
You know, mate. These men are shit, blood.
Hey, Trafford.
Hold on, them man got Valverde and Ugarte, blood. That's some scumbag midfield, you know.
Scumbaggery.
That's some real hungry midfield, that, bro. That's dogs, real dogs in that midfield, you know. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's dark still.
Yeah, man. That's a proper scumbag midfield.
Yeah, he slotted that love.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. We've had some bad signings, man. But I think the reason why my list will look like that is because I think a lot of guys come to Man United and didn't do well. It wasn't their fault. I think the club, the instability at their club, I think a lot of context needs to be used. Like the Memphis thing was a context thing. Memphis went on to have a very good career, break the international record, become the top scorer in the history of his country. He was never a bad player. It was just a bad time for him to join Manchester United. I feel like the same way for from Crystal Palace. What's his name? Oh my days.
Who?
Wilf.
Describe that guy.
Even Wilf as well, yeah. Wilf was just bad timing. You know them ones, because Wilf could have been a Man United player. It's just that he came at the wrong time.
And he would have slapped. And you know, because he can play as an out and out right winger, he would have slapped with Martial and Rashford.
But there you go. But this is what I'm saying. Like Wilf, baller, bro. If Rashford could play for Man United, Wilf could play for Man United. The difference was Wilf come to Man United at a time where Van Gaal was like, I'm playing strikers, I'm not playing wingers. So I'm playing wing backs or strikers. And you're not a wing back or a striker. So you got frozen out. You know them one.
Yeah. It was dark still. They all talk about the boss's daughter, man. I don't know if I believe that chat.
You know what I mean? He's still refuting the allegations. So, you know what I mean?
I don't know if I believe that one.
It is what it is, people. You know what I mean? But now, hey, big up everyone inside. Run up the likes. Really know what time it is. Friday night show. You know what I mean? Back to normal next week. But obviously, I ain't getting twanged by no more of these international friendlies. They can fuck off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Big up everyone inside.
I told you, bro. I told you.
I know. You, man, let me know who's live for a redirect. Also, make sure you subscribe to TEKZINHO. You already know what time it is. Let them know what you got coming up, my bro.
Come on, man. Same old, man. Plenty of content, especially because of the international break, man. So obviously, you know, we need to feed the streets, bro, as Rants would say. And yeah, man, plenty of stuff. More of the old school voiceovers also coming out. I've got some time to do some nostalgic content. I've taken a week off work next week. That includes the bank holiday, man. So more time in our hands, man. We pray, bro. And then, yeah, man, we keep moving. Smash the likes, blood. If you're not down with that, then I've only got one phrase for you, blood. This is all real. No BBLs. And man is off because I need to run. Big up yourself as well, Rants, man. Appreciate you.
That's it, people. So big up. You already know what time it is. Hold on, let me set up the redirect, people.
Love, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But yeah, big up everyone inside. You already know what time it is, man. I'll be back. We're doing the show with Deluded and Lee Gunner both tomorrow, and also there's boxing on tomorrow as well, bruv. So yeah, man, it's a busy day on the channel tomorrow. So yeah, make sure you look out. And yeah, man, I will see you guys in a bit.